The sleeping ego is like a person wrapped in slumber, who is almost unconscious, but who will turn over or move over at the command of the bedfellow. In some cases, the degree of waking consciousness is somewhat higher, as in the case of the child who, half roused from slumber, will do what it is told by its parent, but without clearly realizing just what it is doing. This illustration may be carried even still further, and the sleeping ego compared to the somnambulist, or the sleepwalker, who goes through the motions of performing many tasks and actions, but who is but very dimly conscious or practically unconscious of just what he is doing or how he is doing it. The masses of the race, in whom the ego is dwelling in this condition, are really little more than automatons. Their wills are called into activity by every passing desire. Their passions and desires are uncontrolled, and their thought processes are the results of suggestions made by others, but which they accept and then fondly imagine they have thought the thing for themselves. They are like the wind harps upon which the winds of the passing breeze blow, and from which the responsive sounds are produced. It is a fact, known to careful students of psychology, that in the case of the masses of the race, the mental processes and the will activity are practically those of an automaton, or a psychical machine, there being little or no voluntary effort exerted, or voluntary choice or decision made. The wills of such persons are slave wills, subject to the influence, control, and direction of others. Although their owners may fondly imagine that they are sound thinkers and possessed of powerful wills, the will processes of such persons are almost entirely what are known as reflex activities, requiring the employment of but little powers of judgment and little or no exercise of voluntary control. Do you realize just what this means? Probably not. So you are asked to consider what reflex activity really is. Here we go.